All right, everyone. Welcome back to Mamaw's Kitchen, where Mamaw's going to cook us another one of our family favorite recipes. Take it away, Mamaw.
Hi. Okay, first, let me say I need to apologize to everyone. We had some technical difficulties and we have not uploaded very many videos lately. We're going to remedy that. We've got things fixed and I think we're ready to roll. So, grandkids and friends have been asking for some quick, easy recipes that they can fix if they're super busy. And this is another one of those that goes by really quickly. So we thought we would do that, and it's one of Uncle Clinton's favorites. So this one is stroganoff bread. Again, you know, Mamaw can't eat beef, so we're going to use ground turkey, but you can use ground beef, ground pork, whatever you would like, but we're going to use the ground turkey. This time I'm using the 85% lean, so it's got a little bit more of a fat content to it. So we're just going to put in about a pound of this turkey meat. Let me get that dumped in there. All right. And I didn't touch that with my fingers, so I'm just going to keep rolling and not have to stop and wash. So we're going to let this brown. While that is browning, we are going to finely dice this onion, and then we'll add our seasoning. But remember how we do the onion. We're going to leave the root end on, and we're going to cut it in half. Okay, we're going to lay this side down. I'm going to just slide off that's the little bits that we don't want. Okay, so we're going to flat hand on top. Going to slice a few slices in this direction toward the root, right? And now we're going to go straight down. So you can see that that is making those little straight lines all the way down. I'm trying to get them fairly close together because I do want some smaller dice in the onion. And then hold our fingers out of the way, and we're just going to slice that off. Look at this little tiny slices. This I always thought was a fun way to do it, and it makes it so much easier. So we've got this. We're going to go ahead and add it and get it in with the meat and let everything brown together. Okay, and it looks to me like for this recipe, a half an onion looks pretty good, doesn't it, Uncle Clinton? Right. So we're going to add our garlic and salt and pepper, and all the flavor then will cook into the meat, which is what we really want. So this pepper grinder from my dad is still one of my favorites to use. So we're going to get a little bit of pepper in there. See, it's not a lot. It's really finely grinding, so it's not a lot of pepper, just enough to add some flavor. And then we're going to do a teaspoon of garlic powder. It's quite a bit of garlic in there, but you're going to really appreciate the flavor. This stroganoff bread is, when we add the sour cream mutes some of the other seasoning a little bit, so we definitely want to make sure that we get plenty into that meat. All right, grandkids know Mama likes the pink salt, so we're going to do another teaspoon of pink salt. And then we're just going to let this cook, and we'll come back in just a little bit. All right, we're just going to still crumble this up nice and tiny. In the process of this cooking, I think our next step is to butter the hamburger buns. So let's flip on over and we'll do that. And I'll show you. So we use hamburger buns, hot dog buns, bread, whatever we have, but hamburger buns are really the ones that we like the best. And so we're going to add, we're going to just do a really thin coat of butter on the bun. Now, I think the point of this is to keep the sour cream mixture from soaking into the bread. The butter just kind of does a barrier. You know, kind of like when you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and you do peanut butter on both sides before you add the jelly if you're going to travel, so the jelly doesn't make the bread soggy. So, same philosophy. But see, it's not a lot of butter. It's a really thin coat. And that way, that sour cream stays on the meat. This butter is nice and soft, which is really the way we like to use it. Anyway, all right. That's fast and easy. Right. We cleaned up our countertop while we were off camera too. That's always good. Clean up as you go, kiddos. Okay, so the turkey is cooked all the way through, but as you can see, it's still not quite enough fat in it to make it brown really nicely. And we want a little bit of that browned meat flavor in there. So we're gonna add about a tablespoon of butter, and hopefully we'll be able to get that nice browning in there like we like. There we go. Now we're getting some of that browning that we would like to have. So we'll go ahead and turn this off and start doing some of the other steps. Now, Papa doesn't really like this as much as Uncle Clinton and I do, so I'm just going to pull out a little serving of this. He's going to have what he calls a made right sandwich. He's going to put this on a bun and eat it in a little bit. And we are going to go with what's left over here. So the salt, pepper, garlic are already in here, and onion. Now we're going to add sour cream. What's that, about half a cup? Half a cup of sour cream will do us. And we'll stir it around. I'm going to get that on that bottom just a little bit and let it, there's that color, look at that. All right, we have the buttered buns. We're going to add the sour cream and meat mixture on top. And that is the perfect amount of sour cream. You can see it in there. When it cooks, it's going to cook into that meat just a little bit more. When we bake this in the oven, this is going to, we're going to cover it with cheese in just a little bit, and then it's going to go in a 350-degree oven, and it is going to stay in until the cheese melts really good and gets a little bit toasty on top. So, I don't know, 20 minutes probably. We'll talk about that in the end so that you know for sure. All right, I used block cheese and shredded it in the salad shooter. So it's a nice soft cheese. This is a Colby cheese. A lot of times we use cheddar or even a sharp cheddar. The Colby cheese is what I had on hand, so that's what we're using today. And it's a generous amount of cheese on top. And we'll stick this in the oven at 350 and be right back. Look how the edges are nice and toasty now. And we've pulled this out. The bread looks great. I'm just going to get this little one right here because it looks so pretty. And now I'm going to show you. We're going to just cut it so you can hear how crunchy that got. Isn't it nice? And see if I can tear it apart with this so you can see. This is just nice and soft and beautiful. Hey y'all, enjoy.